Hello, good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So I've just received parcel or package in the post. I know who it's come from, and basically the person that sent me this, I did a swap with them for some rooted beetle leaf cuttings. So if you follow my channel, you'll know that I recently cut down my large beetle leaf plant and divided it up and rooted many cuttings from it, and I've sent 2 of these rooted cuttings to a lady who I'd spotted. We're friends through Facebook through a plant group, and I'd spotted a large tree that she'd been growing, or her mother had been growing, and I inquired about whether they would sell cuttings to me from this plant, and so that's how this has come about. So let's open the package and you can see what I'm talking about, and I'll go into a little bit more background about the person who has sent me this. Be careful not to cut anything. So I might just pause the camera. Let me just check what's the best way to open it. I'll try the bottom. Right, so first out are the cuttings, and then secondly, that I paid for the book and some of the postage costs, because it was next day delivery and it was quite expensive for this lady to post out. So the book I paid for and partial postage. The cuttings are the swap. Oh, it's just a shame it's got a little bit wet. I think some of the water has leaked out of there onto the book, but I think it'll be okay. Let it dry out. A little bit damp. So Mati Maya, it's called, means love of the soil in Bengali, and it's written in English, and it's about people, I think mainly people, Bangladeshi women and their families in London, who are growing tropical, non-tropical vegetables that remind them of home, you know, remind them of Bangladesh. And this lady, she's called Rahima. This is the lady that sent me the cuttings, and these cuttings have come off her mum's tree. See if I can find a picture of her mum in here. Might have to pause the camera as I look through. See if I can find, I know her mum's in here. That's why she sent me this book. I'll come to it in a minute anyway. Right, well, that's the book. Let's get to the cuttings. So these are cuttings off a Bangladeshi lemon tree growing here in the UK outside. So I see if I can incorporate the short video that she sent me of her mum's tree with lemons on it, and it's planted outside of her mum's house, quite close to the house, but it's in ground, and she apparently grew it from seed. So a seed grown Bangladeshi lemon fruiting here in the UK, and she's taken loads of cuttings. So if I can put up the video, you'll see how big this tree is. It's not a full stand back sort of view of the tree, it's quite close up, but you can tell by the thickness of the stem that it's a big tree. So let's open these up. So she's kept them nice and moist. They were in a bucket of water. She had loads of cuttings. She will sell these cuttings to people, so you'd have to contact her. You know, she allows me to give out her details if anybody wants to buy cuttings. You have to negotiate the price with her, but I did a swap. You know, I swapped her for my BAM cuttings. She was happy with that. Let's have a look. So these are not rooted. So that's my job now, to get them rooted. So I'll need some help from fellow citrus growers, how to root these. I don't think I've ever rooted. I think I did root a sucker, a trifoliate sucker off my Maya lemon a long time ago. Managed to get that to root. So I don't know. Let's see. And I've had rooted cuttings of this particular plant from Bangladesh that weren't very strong. They weren't healthy. But this tree, because it's growing here in the UK, it's obviously got good genes, I would say. That it can withstand the cold. Because even though it's growing in London, it's exposed to the elements on the front of it. It's behind it, there's a wall, but the front, it's all open. It's not surrounded by other trees or plants. So these are nice thickness to them. So she's wrapped it in lots and lots of layers of wet tissue. I think that's why it's leaked out onto the book, but not to worry about. You know, the book, I think it'll be fine, it'll dry out. So these are decent thickness. So there's plenty of plant material in there. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So she sent me 3, I sent her 2 cuttings, but nice thickness to them. I'm wondering whether I should keep 2 in water and maybe 1 in a perlite peat compost or coir compost mix, and keep them wrapped, you know, put polythene over them to stop them from drying out, because this is a thing, you know, once they dry out, there's no chance of them rooting. So keeping them wet without rotting them, that's the issue. So very pleased with those, Rahima. I'll pause the camera, see if I can find a picture of her mum in the book. Right, so I've managed to find the page very carefully, actually, because the pages were stuck together. This is the lady, and her name Rabia Khanum Ali. And the giant pumpkin that she's grown there. But this part in here, I'll just read to you what she's sort of told. She's related this to her daughter Rahima, the lady who sent me these cuttings, and her granddaughter Samira. She said, one day, actually she didn't plant it from seed, she got a small seedling. One day someone I knew in the community means the Bangladeshi community, gave me a small pot of a lemon tree, and I planted it in my front garden. I dug a big hole the size of a bucket, filled the ground with water first, filled it twice, then I added fertilizer and the original soil to the ground. I added more water and allowed it to settle and grow. For maintenance, I cut vegetable peelings. Now that's interesting. I cut vegetable peelings into small bits surrounding the plant as fertilizer. So basically she's used her scrap vegetable peelings and put that around the plants regularly. She's done that, topped it up regularly. so the soil is always been broken down. You know, the worms are bringing the scrap vegetables down and reducing them into vermicompost, so and other microbes in the soil. So this, I carry on, this lemon tree has survived for 30 years. So it's a 30-year-old tree that these cuttings have come from. This year, 25 lemons grew on it. It is a Bangladeshi lemon called Shashni Jamir or Zara Lebu, which is the biggest type of lemon, and it's very hard to grow. And yeah, and I agree with that, very, very hard to grow. But she said, I taught myself how to garden back home at a young age by watching others, and I share my lemons with everyone I know in the community. So I don't think she's got a picture of the lemon tree in the book, but I'll put that video. I think I'll have that video in there. Just put the, don't know if you can read, that's the part where she's talking about the lemons. So hopefully I can get those pages to dry out. It's not totally soaked, it's just this, you can see there's a bit of a water stain on there. So I'll put that somewhere, get it dried off. And yeah, so folks, help me with getting these rooted. Should I keep 2 in water and plant 1 in compost soil? I'm not sure. Does it need to go in the grow tent? Will they be okay on the kitchen windowsill? Or I've got my plastic greenhouse outside. Let me know, folks. Tell me what to do. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do. Like and share, comment, and thank you for watching. Take care. Bye bye.